And do you want to be stuck living a miserable life just because that's what your mama wanted you to do? No, you don't. Tell their ass go do it. Get somebody else to do it. You don't do situationships in 2023. You're gonna have to learn how to raise your standards, baby girl. This ain't high school no more, okay? Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. We got the mic back again. I got a little bit more energy because I completely filmed this video before, but I did not like it. I was all over the place and I wasn't using my notes, so I'm refilming it. So lucky for you, you'll be able to understand this one a lot better than the last one. Because girl, I'm telling you, it was a hot ass mess. We gonna get right into it. Y'all know I don't like to waste time when it comes to my videos because I don't like watching other people's videos of long ass intros either. So let's get to it. Well, number one is you won't know what to do. So don't be too hard on yourself about it. People are going to pressure you regardless of if you're going to school or if you're taking a gap year or if you just don't want to go to school in general. People are going to pressure you into trying to know what you want to do. You don't have to know what you want to do. You don't have to do anything. That's how I was feeling. A couple months ago, I was like, you know what? I don't feel the urge to do shit. I don't want to do nothing. I don't want to work. I just want to be. I just want to live. But I don't want to do anything. I don't have the desire to work. I don't have a dream job, you know? You don't have to know what you want to do. Teachers, counselors, parents, family are always pressuring you to know what you want to do. But it's kind of unrealistic. It's very much so unrealistic to expect a 18, 19-year-old child to know what they want to do for the rest of their life. They're barely out of high school. So how you gonna expect me to know what I want to do? And like, you have time, kind of. Because your first 2 years of school, in freshman year and sophomore year, you don't have to know your major. But by the end of your sophomore year, you do have to have a major. So in that time, you can change as many times as you want, do whatever it is that you want to do. But you don't have to know right now in this moment. Take your time. You kind of have it, but the time does fly by. Trust me, it's been a whole year since I've been in high school. 2023 is graduating right now. Finna be. And that's wild to me. So you kind of have time, but you kind of don't. But you don't have to like sit and dwell like, oh my God, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? And people ask you, just tell them you don't know. Don't even entertain the conversation because you don't have to know. And don't beat yourself up about it. And if you don't ever figure it out, then that's fine too. Number two is, it kind of ties into number one. You can do whatever you want to do. Don't let anybody pressure you into doing things that you want to do. If you want to go to school, cool. If you want to go to school to be a veterinarian, go to school to be a veterinarian. Don't go to the school to be a doctor, even though it's technically a doctor, but not the same type of doctor. Don't go to school to be a doctor or a lawyer if you know good and well you don't want to be a doctor or a lawyer. Just because your mom or your dad says that that's what they want you to do, you don't have to do that. You don't have to do that, because at the end of the day, your parents, your family, whoever it is not going to live your life. You have to live your life. And do you want to be stuck living a miserable life just because that's what your mama wanted you to do? No, you don't. And you don't even have the answer. I already know. No, you don't. And if you don't want to go to school, then you don't have to go to school. Don't let anybody pressure you into going to school when you know good and well you don't want to go to school. You can change your mind literally whenever you want to. But just because people, like the older generations, they believe in not quitting, you can quit. Ain't nobody gonna stop you. I ain't gonna stop you, girl. I support you 100%. Like, if you don't want to go to school, if you don't want to have that major, whatever it is that you're doing in your life, it don't have to just be school and not school, work, relationships, all that stuff. You can change your mind. And don't let anybody make you feel bad about it. And don't let nobody tell you and pressure you into doing things that you just do not want to do. Tell their ass go do it. Get somebody else to do it, because it ain't gonna be me, okay? Another one I would say is, you're gonna have to learn how to raise your standards, baby girl. This ain't high school no more, okay? The little boys in high school that barely text you back and be talking to all the girls, yeah, you're gonna have to do a little bit better than that. Why are you trying to chase a dude that don't even text you back and be talking to all these other girls? He talks to you on the low but don't want to give you no relationship. Girl, you deserve a lot more than that. We don't do situationships in 2023. Don't shoot me. I'm just saying. On my channel, we don't do situationships. You deserve a whole relationship, because a lot of y'all gonna pretend, y'all gonna lie to yourself and say that y'all don't want a relationship from somebody. Yes, you do. Don't settle for it just because they don't want it. If they don't want it, keep it moving. There's a whole bunch of more dudes out here, okay? And one of them is willing to give you a relationship, okay? And willing to give you what you deserve. Also with standards, that's not just for relationships, that's for jobs, the type of people that you have around you, the standards that you hold yourself to. All that's gonna have to come up here, baby. It can't be down here. The bar is not down here. The bar has to be up here. Because if you don't raise your standards and have boundaries, then you're gonna get used. It's gonna be a tough life for you. So raise your standards, raise the expectations that you have for people, yourself, and those around you. Just that's the best that I can explain it. Please raise your standards, because your standards are here to protect you, not hurt you. But I'll do a whole another video on standards and boundaries and how to raise them. The next one is people are gonna change. So yeah, little Samantha Joe that was your friend in 6th grade is not gonna be your friend anymore. People change for a lot of different reasons. People go to college, they change because of the people they get around. They feel like they're a little bit better than you now. They don't want to be your friend no more. Cool. People change because one of you grow and the other one might not. Y'all just outgrow each other. Regardless of the situation, you're gonna lose friends. And be okay with that. Learn how to be alone. And I'm gonna make a video on that too, so stay tuned for it. But learn how to be alone. You don't always need people around you to make yourself happy, and the sooner that you learn that, the better you'll be. Like, you learn that if you get it down now at this young age, girl, you got it. People gonna change. Yeah, it's gonna be heartbreaking at some point, but don't try to fix stuff with people. And if you're not the type of person, like, you still love that person so much, you don't want to cut them off. Just change the way that you deal with them. Set some boundaries. You can still love them from a distance, want them to do great, wish them the best. It ain't gotta be no hate at all. Never no hate. We don't hate over here. We love everybody, okay? We love everybody. That's not a gang sign either, by the way. The next one is that you're gonna experience growth and you're gonna experience new things. After high school, it'll eventually click. I don't know when it clicks for you. It'll click different for everybody. It clicked for me almost immediately. It really started clicking for me like before I even graduated, but mostly during the summer after I graduated, it started clicking for me. Started to find out about myself that I don't want to be a people pleaser. I don't want to do everything that makes everybody else happy but myself. I'm learning about boundaries and standards and how to be alone, and I'm learning all these different things. Once you get that first light bulb moment, it's just gonna be like a domino effect. Everything for you. I'm gonna leave some people right here so you can go watch their YouTube videos, because I love their YouTube content, and these are the people that have definitely reassured me and helped me change my life for sure. At least mentally and emotionally. Y'all all gonna change. You're gonna experience new things, new emotions like you've never felt before. You're like, what is this? Like, why am I feeling this? I've never been that type of person to feel this. But just understand that anything that you feel is just normal human emotion. But it just depends on what you do with that emotion, which determines what type of person you're gonna be and like where you go in your growth journey. Say, for example, you have never been the type of person to feel jealous. Maybe one day you see something, you like, I'm kind of jealous. Why am I jealous? You're going to kind of hate yourself for that. But at the end of the day, it really just depends on what you decide to do with that jealousy. You going to start hating and trying to sabotage people, or you just going to take that in, find out why you feel like that? Because most of the time, if you're feeling like that, it's you. It don't have nothing to do with the other person. It's you. So just stuff like that, for example, it's going to get to you. And you have to learn how to navigate your emotions and control your emotions to get that all together. And my last point for college and for people who are not in college, don't worry about the boys. The dudes are going to be here forever. But they come last and you come first. So make sure you're learning how to put yourself first and not chasing behind them, because at the end of the day, like, they're not going to help you reach your dreams and your goals. They're not going to help you be the person that you want to be, unless you're just lucky. There are exceptions to the rule where they find somebody that's just like, oh my God, he's so amazing and he helped me reach all my goals and he poured into me so much. But for the most case, for like an average person like us, that's not going to happen. So you gotta just be prepared to like be through it solo. Learn to love yourself on this journey, because if you get the self-love part down now, you're gonna be so much farther in life. You're gonna be so ahead. But I don't really have that many points. stay tuned for a part 2, because I might do a part 2 on this, because I don't feel like I really elaborated enough. But if you like the video, make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. As always, I don't like really having to tell y'all that. Like, I would just think that people would do that naturally. Maybe that's just me though. Make sure you follow me on Instagram. It's gonna be right here across the screen, and it's gonna be down there in the description. You know where the description box is. Go down there right now. I'm waiting. Click that, yeah, and then you'll see the link under it. Say connect with me. You'll see my Instagram link. Yeah, just click that real quick for me. Yeah, follow me on Instagram, because I always post stuff about trying to figure out what people want to see and stuff like that. So yeah, just make sure that y'all follow me on Instagram, and all my other socials. It's the same. Here it is across the screen again for the one time. And I'll see y'all in the next video. Peace. Some red flag. He got some demons that he fighting, and you don't need those demons casted onto you. Thank you, Jesus. Okay.
Like damn, she on her move. Like damn, she on her move. Like damn.